Hello, my dear co-workers, and welcome to our public speaking chat. This is our first lesson for the week. As you can see in my shirt, it says faith over fear. I do believe that you are already confident in your public speaking, but at times we are scared of the English language. In this chat room, we will conquer our fear in English and we will win it for God. So our lesson for today is about the challenges of the Filipino public speaker speaking in English. Why do we need to tackle about the challenges? It is easy to deliver the message of the gospel using our mother tongue. But when the time comes that we need to deliver the message in English, that's when we face a lot of challenges as a Filipino. So now we will recognize that challenge and we will try to overcome it so that we can lessen the distractions of our audience to our mistakes and make them focus on the message of the Lord. Are you ready to learn about the challenges and overcome them? Let's go. Number 1, we speak in English, but our thought pattern or thought process is still Filipino. What do I mean? Yes, we speak in English, we know how to construct, but our thought pattern is different from the thought pattern of the native speaker. So that's why when we speak it out, at times they cannot grasp the idea or they cannot get the joke because the thought pattern is only for Filipinos. So there is a miscommunication in that way. Example, Diyan mo na lang ilagay yung Bible. And then when we translate it in English, there, you put the Bible there. Yeah, there. That's how at times we speak in English. We still speak it in the way we think. And the way we think is in the Filipino thought process. So here we need to change our framework by thinking like the native speakers and how they speak the sentences so they can understand us. Number 2, we speak in English but we sound Tagalog. Meaning, nag-i-English nga tayo, pero ang tunog para natin, parang nagtatagalog pa rin. We still have that strong Tagalog accent or that strong Filipino accent, and then we're not sounding neutral. When I say neutral, is that very soft ang ating mga accents or yung tinatawag nating mga punto. We need to learn of how to soften our accent. It's not wrong to have the Filipino accent. It is our identity, don't get me wrong. But we need to soften it a little bit so we can deliver the message much more clearer. For example, when I go there, you were not there. Where did you go? When I go there, you were not there. Where are you? So we're speaking in English at that point, but we sounded like Tagalog. It is the literal translation in Tagalog. Number 3, we overpronounce the words. We like to give ourselves a hard time. We want to be perfect. We at times think that when we speak like the native speaker or the Canadians, we feel like we're being maarte or we are being mayabang. But actually, that is the tone or that is the neutral language that they can really understand. Why do we overpronounce words? Because when we're at school, we are taught to write formal English. But the problem is we are not trained to speak it out. But the time we need to read it or speak it, we read it in the formal way. And what do we think is the formal way? It is to overpronounce everything. Well, I'm gonna read one devotion. The internet is amazing. You plug in here, type the words there, and instantly your personal thoughts are floating off in cyberspace. Information zips through the airwaves faster than you can say. We've got mail, and before you know it, your mail inbox is overflowing with invisible correspondence. At least that's the way it is at our computer. So we overpronounce, but actually we are giving ourselves a harder time when we overpronounce. I'm gonna read it again, but using the neutral tone. The internet is amazing. You plug in here, type the words there, and instantly your personal thoughts are floating off in cyberspace. Information zips through the airwaves faster than you can say. We've got mail, and before you know it, your inbox is overflowing with invisible correspondence. At least that's the way it is at our computer. As we try to not overpronounce the words, we are giving ourselves a little comfort, and we are more understandable by the hearers. Number 4 is the mispronunciation of words. We need to figure out how to pronounce the words. Actually, the internet can help us through that. We can search the words and just type it, and you will hear how it is pronounced. I'm just gonna give one story that happened to me when I was working at the home care, like around 7 years ago. I was talking to my boss, and she made this beautiful poster for our upcoming event, and I was complimenting her on the poster that she made, and I told her, you know, Leela, this poster is so beautiful. You made it so nice, and look at all the designs. It's so embossed. And then she said, embossed? Yeah, I said embossed. And then I said embossed for like a couple of times, and then I tried describing it. I said it's like popping up or nakaangat. I didn't say nakaangat, but I said it's like popping up. And then she said, oh, you mean embossed. So these are the difficulties that we face in speaking the English language. But no fear, because we have God and we have technology that can help us, and also our chat room. So those are just the 4 of the 8 challenges the Filipino public speaker faces. My assignment for you this week is I want you to immerse in the English language. When you watch the news, listen to music, listen to the radio, watch updated news in the social media. If you read a book or listen to your audio Bible or read your Bible, please try to immerse in the English language. I know it's gonna be difficult because we are all Filipinos. Our spouse is Filipino, our kids are Filipino, so we have the tendency to talk in Filipino. But we can try little by little speaking to them in English. And even in your own thoughts, we at times talk to ourselves, right? Kinakausap natin minsan ang ating sarili. Pag kinausap natin yung sarili natin, mag-English din tayo sa ating isip. That way, our framework or our frame of mind will be in tune with the English language. And I encourage you to listen to great preachers who are English speakers. So that's 2 of our assignment. Start immersing yourself with English in everything that you're gonna watch or gonna listen to. And number 2, choose a preacher whom you will imitate. Because you know, learning starts by hearing and watching. So I encourage you to do those assignments in your own pace, in your own time, and then comment on the section of our chat who is your preacher that you chose and which of the assignments that you did, so that I know you are in track with our first lesson this week. And I will be sending some videos that will all the more help you with our lesson in the challenges the Filipino public speaker faces. So I hope you learned a lot today, and there's more to come. God bless you.